Hello, and welcome to the orientation video for the National Ombudsman Reporting System training course. This video will assist you in navigating the online Moodle course environment as you complete this training. Although you may have seen the brief orientation message when you first entered this course, this video will provide a closer look at how to get started. So let's begin. This training course is organized into various sections, all of which can be easily accessed through the course menu here. Each section represents a different part of the course, including the Welcome section in which you found this video, and Part 1 all the way to Part 4. Whenever you click on any of the different sections, or in this case the different parts, you will navigate to the content for that part while leaving the course menu intact and visible no matter where you are in the course. Please note that while all parts of the training course are visible through the course menu, the content for each part will not actually be available to access until prerequisite activities have been completed, helping to ensure you complete each part in sequential order. For example, you will not be able to view the content in Part 2 unless you have completed all activities in Part 1. However, once you have completed the entire course, all content will then be unlocked, allowing you to go back and review any section at any time. As you complete each part of the training, you'll notice there is a consistent design for navigating the content. You'll first start with an overview and introduction to each part, followed by the module lesson, which will present the bulk of the content, then module resources, which are specific resources related to each part that you can download and reference, and lastly, a quiz, which will assess your mastery of the content. Please note, it is critically important that you download and have available the resources for each of the 4 major parts of the course. Although the resources are linked in each part, the entire set of resources are also available in the Welcome section, providing you the convenience of downloading all resources before starting the training. As you complete each part of the course, you will notice there are several areas, including the module lesson, in which you will enter the activity on a different page. If at any time you need to return to the front page of the course, simply click on the title of the course here at the top. The title link is essentially a home base. You can always click on it no matter where you are, and it will take you back to the home page of the course. Another navigation tip to note is that the Moodle environment also uses breadcrumb links as part of its navigation workflows. These links provide a trail that reveals your specific location within the course at any time. You can take a quick glance at the breadcrumb navigation and not only see exactly where you are in the course, but also retreat to a previous page quickly and easily. In the example shown here, if I am in the Part 1 module lesson activity, but need to go back to the entire Part 1 section, I can click on the correct link in the breadcrumb navigation to return to that specific location. And finally, you will notice throughout the course some terms that are bolded and underlined. These are important terms you'll encounter during the training that you can click, and for which you can get more information. Each part of the training course contains a quiz at the end. You can access the quiz in one of 2 ways. First, if you are in the module lesson, you will automatically be routed directly to the quiz at the end of the module. You can also access the quiz simply by clicking on the link from the front page of each respective section of the course. However, please note that you will not be able to access the quiz directly unless you have completed the entire preceding module lesson first. Once you enter the Welcome page to the quiz via either method, you can begin the quiz by clicking Attempt Quiz Now. You can answer each question and click Check to get immediate feedback. Please note you do need to answer all portions of the question in order to receive feedback, otherwise an error message will appear. At any time, you can advance to the next question or retreat to a previous question using the navigation buttons below. If you accidentally skip a question, the quiz navigation strip below the navigation buttons will allow you to jump quickly to any question in the quiz by clicking on the corresponding numbered icons representing each question in the quiz. When you complete the last question of the quiz, select Finish Attempt and you will be presented with a summary of your responses. This is an excellent opportunity to ensure you have answered all questions before submitting the quiz and completing your attempt. If you find that any questions are labeled with a Not Complete status, or you wish to review your work, you can select Return to Attempt to do so. Otherwise, click Submit All and Finish to complete the quiz and officially unlock the next section of the course. Remember, you'll need to complete each quiz before the next section becomes available for you to access. Once you complete the quiz attempt, you'll be presented with the opportunity to review all the questions, answers, and feedback on this review page. When you have completed your review, you can click Finish Review at the bottom of the page, or simply return to the home page of the course. Please note you can reattempt all quizzes at any time for review purposes if you wish. To do so, simply return to a quiz and click Reattempt Quiz to start another fresh attempt. You can also review any of your previous attempts by clicking Review next to them. As you complete required activities in this course, green check marks will appear to the right of them, particularly for the module lessons and quizzes. This indicates you have successfully viewed and completed these activities. Moodle tracks when you complete them and even provides a quick glance in the course menu of how many activities remain to be completed. In this example, there are 2 required activities in Part 1, and I have only completed one of them to date. Once I have completed all activities in this section, you'll notice that I will not only get check marks next to each activity, but also 1 check mark for the entire section here in the course menu. This indicates I have completed all required activities for this section, and the next section is now automatically unlocked for access. As a reminder, in order to access the future sections of this training, all prerequisite sections need to be completed. In this case, now that I have completed all required activities in Part 1 as denoted by this check mark, Part 2 should now be available for me to access in its entirety. As you complete each part of the course and advance to the next one, all previous parts will remain available to review material anytime you wish. This now concludes the orientation video. If you have any questions for us, please don't hesitate to let us know. Now that you have viewed this video, please review the About This Course section, and don't forget to download the course resources we mentioned in the beginning. All these resources are available here in the Welcome section where this video is located. Once you have downloaded the resources, please get started in Part 1 of the course. Good luck, and we hope you have an enjoyable and engaging experience in this course. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.